Welcome to AI Trend Talk.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Alice. Today we're talking about unpredictable events in nature, surprising life changes, fake news, and overcoming big challenges. Let's get started.
So, I want you to imagine you are standing on the shore of a perfectly calm, beautiful lake. The sun is shining, the water is super flat, and, looks like a glass mirror.
That sounds lovely, honestly.
Right? It looks incredibly peaceful. But just 5 meters away, completely hidden beneath the water, a massive current is waiting to pull you under.
Oh, wow. That image is actually the perfect way to introduce the theme of our deep dive today.
Yeah, it really is.
We are looking at the hidden currents beneath the surface of our lives, because the greatest dangers and, the biggest surprises are usually not the massive storms we can clearly see.
Right, exactly.
They are the calm, everyday surfaces, like a quiet lake, a routine trip to the store, or a normal social media post. Those things hide incredibly complex and powerful forces underneath.
That is exactly right. Today, we are going to explore stories that prove you cannot always trust what you see on the surface.
Yeah.
And I think we should start by looking at nature, specifically, well, the weather. Right now, there is a new tropical storm forming near Taiwan named Typhoon White Dolphin. And everyone is checking the news to see what it will do.
Oh, the word is path. It means the direction or line that someone or something moves along. For example, the Weather Center is carefully watching the path of the typhoon to keep everyone safe.
Yes, exactly. So when you look at a weather map, the path shows where the center of the storm is going.
Right.
And meteorologists, the scientists who study the weather, they say the center of Typhoon White Dolphin will likely not hit Taiwan directly.
Oh, okay. So on the surface, you might think there is no danger at all.
Exactly. You might think you don't need an umbrella or emergency supplies because the path completely misses the island.
But that is the hidden danger right there, because a typhoon is not just a single dot on a map.
No, it's huge.
Right. It is a massive system. Even if the center of the storm misses the island, the outer edges are still packed with heavy, dark clouds and incredibly strong winds.
Yeah, and that's the part people forget about.
Exactly. Those outer edges will still bring dangerous, heavy rain to the southern and eastern parts of Taiwan.
It is a great reminder that just because a danger does not hit you directly, it can still affect your life. You always have to be prepared for sudden changes.
You really do.
However, a storm is an obvious danger. You can look at a radar screen and actually see it coming. But what about the dangers in nature that you cannot see at all?
Well, that brings us back to the calm, beautiful lake you asked us to imagine a minute ago.
Right.
So Sun Moon Lake is one of the most famous tourist spots in central Taiwan. People travel from all over the world to take photos there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It is. But recently, it was the location of a very tragic drowning accident.
Wait, really? What exactly happened?
Well, a 20-year-old college student was visiting the lake with his mother. They were walking near a famous bridge called the Yangji Bridge.
Okay.
And suddenly, the young man decided to jump into the water. It seems he wanted to swim from the bridge to the other side of the shore.
Wait, hold on. I have to push back on this. I need to ask a question.
Sure, go ahead.
He was a healthy 20-year-old college student, right?
Right.
And the lake water is famously flat and calm. I mean, there are no ocean waves.
No, not at all.
So why would a healthy young man struggle to swim just 5 meters from the shore? It just doesn't make logical sense to me.
It is a very good question, and the answer is terrifying, honestly. The surface of the water is a complete lie. There are actually 3 hidden dangers under the water at Sun Moon Lake.
3? Wow. Okay, what's the first one?
First, the water is much deeper than it looks. Near that bridge, the water is about 4 to 6 meters deep.
4 to 6 meters.
Yeah. Imagine a 2-story building that is how deep the water is right near the edge.
That is incredibly deep. If you get tired, you cannot just stand up to rest.
Exactly. But it gets worse, because the ground under the water is not flat. It has sudden drop-offs.
Like an underwater cliff.
Yes, exactly. That means you could be walking in shallow water up to your knees, and your very next step is like walking off an underwater cliff. You instantly fall into deep water.
Oh, wow. That would cause immediate panic.
Yeah.
You step forward, and suddenly there's nothing under your feet.
Yes. And then the second hidden danger is the mud.
The mud?
Yeah, the bottom of the lake is covered in very thick, heavy mud. It is like wet cement. If you touch the bottom and your feet sink into that mud, it creates a powerful suction effect.
Oh, I see.
It basically grabs your feet and makes it incredibly difficult to kick your legs and swim up to the surface.
So you have deep drop-offs and then heavy mud holding you down. You mentioned a third danger.
I did. And the third danger is the most powerful one. There are hidden underwater currents.
Currents in a lake.
Yes. You see, Sun Moon Lake is not just for tourists. It is used to generate electricity. There is a power plant nearby.
Oh, right. I think I've heard of that.
So to make electricity, the plant has to pump massive amounts of water out of the lake and then push it back in.
Ah, I understand now. When you pull a massive amount of water through a pipe, it creates a vacuum effect underwater.
Exactly. It creates a strong river moving under the calm surface. You cannot see it from the shore, but if you are swimming, that current will grab you and pull you sideways and down.
And you cannot fight against a giant industrial machine.
Well, you can't. So the young man swam about 5 meters out and suddenly started struggling and sinking fast.
That is awful. The people watching must have been so frightened. Did the rescue teams arrive quickly?
They did. People called the emergency number right away. The local fire department and special rescue divers rushed to the lake, but the search was incredibly difficult.
Because of all those hidden dangers you just mentioned, right?
Yes, exactly. The divers had to use underwater cameras, but the water was dark and muddy, and the underwater cliffs made it dangerous for the divers to search safely.
I can only imagine.
They had to stop late at night, and sadly, they found his body the next afternoon. This heartbreaking story is why swimming is strictly not allowed in Sun Moon Lake. We have to respect that a calm surface can hide a deadly environment.
It really is a tragedy. And it perfectly illustrates our theme today. We judge a situation by its peaceful surface, but we completely miss the deadly current underneath.
We really do.
And we do the exact same thing when we judge other people in public. Just as a calm lake can hide dangerous currents, a normal, everyday interaction with a stranger can hide a massive personal struggle.
Oh, wait, the word is anchor. It means a person who reads the news on television.
Right.
For example, Alice has always wanted to be a news anchor so she can report important stories to the public.
Which is a perfect example because our next story is about a former television news anchor named Guo Yi-jun.
Oh, I've heard that name.
Yeah, for our listeners who might not know her, she used to be very famous in Taiwan. She was highly successful, beautiful, and people called her the electric-eyed anchor.
Right, she was a very respected professional.
Exactly. But recently, she has been making the news for getting into messy public arguments.
Really? What kind of argument?
Well, there were 2 incidents recently at the Shilin Night Market, which is a very busy and crowded place in Taipei.
Yes, it's always packed with people.
So, in the first incident, she was shopping for a pair of shoes. The shoes cost 200 new Taiwan dollars, but she only had $180 in cash.
Okay.
So she asked the store owner for a $20 discount, and the owner said no.
Wait, 20 new Taiwan dollars? That is less than $1.
Exactly. It's a tiny amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of walking away, she became furious. She actually called the police to the night market.
You're carrying over $20.
No, I'm serious. She accused the store owner of breaking the law because they would not sell her the shoes for cheaper. The police arrived, and they had to patiently explain that the store owner was doing nothing illegal.
That sounds so stressful for everyone.
Eventually, just to make the argument stop, the store owner gave her the shoes for $180.
That is very strange behavior for a famous news anchor.
Right. And it happened again just a short time later. She ate a meal at a teppanyaki restaurant in the same night market. Her bill was $220.
Okay, another small amount.
Yeah. She tried to pay with 2 different bank cards, but the machines rejected both cards. She had no cash left.
Oh, no. Did she call the police again?
Yes, the police were involved again. The restaurant owner agreed to give her 5 days to bring the money back. The police warned her that if she did not return to pay, she could be charged with fraud.
Fraud.
Yeah, which means intentionally cheating someone out of their money.
Wait, hold on a second. I have to challenge this situation. We are talking about a famous, successful television star. Are you telling me she risked getting arrested over a $20 discount and a cheap dinner?
That's what the news reported, yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. If you just look at the surface, you might think she is a terrible, greedy person who just wants free things. But there has to be more to this story.
And there is. This is the hidden current I was talking about. When we look at the deeper context from our sources, the truth is actually very sad.
What happened?
Several years ago, her life took a tragic and unpredictable turn. She went to the dentist for normal dental surgery, but there was a terrible medical accident during the operation.
Oh my goodness, what happened during the surgery?
The dentist accidentally damaged her trigeminal nerve.
Oh no. For those listening, the trigeminal nerve is one of the most important nerves in your head. It is responsible for giving feeling to your face. You can think of the trigeminal nerve like the main electrical cable for a house.
That is a great comparison. When a normal cable is slightly damaged, maybe a light bulb just flickers. But when the trigeminal nerve is damaged, it is like live, dangerous electricity sending terrible shockwaves of pain through your face.
Yes, the pain from this kind of nerve damage is famous in the medical world for being completely overwhelming.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Simple things like smiling, talking, brushing your teeth, or even just feeling the wind on your face can cause immense agony.
Exactly. And because she was in constant, severe pain, she had to have many more surgeries. Our sources say they even had to take bone from other parts of her body to try to fix her jaw.
That sounds like torture.
It really does. And because it hurt so much to speak, she had to completely quit her career as a television anchor. Her health, her income, and her entire life were destroyed by one unpredictable medical mistake.
Wow. This completely changes how we view her actions at the night market. This forces us to ask a deep question when we judge a stranger on the street. What unseen pain are we missing?
Right. We see a woman yelling over $20, and we judge her immediately. We think she's crazy.
Yeah, we do.
But we do not see a woman who has lost her career, her savings, and her comfort, and is likely living in physical pain every single day. The argument was not really about $20.
No, it wasn't.
It was the result of a life that has been completely broken by unpredictability.
That is a powerful lesson. The surface shows a crazy argument, but the hidden depth is a tragic struggle. We must try to be more patient with the people around us.
We really should. So we have talked about the hidden dangers in a lake and the hidden pain in a stranger's life. And this idea of hidden realities brings us perfectly to the internet.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like we misjudge the person at the night market based on what we saw on the surface, we often misjudge information online because we only look at the exciting headline.
Wait, the word is rumor. It means a story or piece of news that people talk about, which might not be true. For example, I heard a rumor that we will get a day off next week, but the teacher said it is false.
That's a great example. And rumors spread faster on the internet than anywhere else, especially when they are about money.
Oh, yes. People love to talk about money.
Exactly. Our sources talk about a huge rumor spreading on social media regarding the Yuanta Taiwan 50 ETF. Most people in Taiwan just call it 0050.
Right. And for those who might not know, an ETF is an investment fund. Instead of buying stock in just one company, you buy a piece of the fund, and the fund holds shares in the 50 biggest companies in Taiwan.
It's basically a basket of companies.
Exactly. It is a very popular and safe way to save money for the future.
Right. So what was the rumor that spread so quickly about this safe investment?
Well, fake posts started appearing on social media claiming that the 005E stock was going to split.
What does a stock split mean in simple terms? I've heard the phrase, but I'm not sure I understand it.
Think of it like a pizza. Imagine you have a large pizza cut into 4 very big slices.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
If the company splits the stock, they take that same pizza and cut it into 8 smaller slices. You do not have more pizza, you just have more slices.
Right.
And because each slice is smaller, the price of one slice goes down.
Ah, I see. So when people hear a stock is splitting, they get very excited because they think they can finally afford to buy a slice, or they think the price will quickly go back up and they will get rich.
Exactly. People saw these posts and rushed to buy it. But it was a complete lie. The investment company, Yuanta, had to issue a serious public announcement to stop the rumor.
They had to step in.
Yes, they stated very clearly that 0050 is not splitting. They warned everyone that these stories were totally fake.
But, you might be listening to this and thinking, well, I would never fall for a fake financial rumor on Facebook.
A lot of people think that.
Right. So why do so many smart, educated people get tricked by this? Why don't they just check the official website first?
It happens because of how our brains are built to react to excitement. Scammers who create these rumors are not targeting your intelligence. They are targeting your adrenaline.
Oh, that's interesting. Explain more about that. How does adrenaline change our thinking?
Well, when you hear a secret way to make money quickly, your brain gets a sudden rush of chemical excitement. You can think of this excitement like driving a car and stepping very hard on the gas pedal.
Okay.
Suddenly, your brain is moving so fast that the logical part of your brain, the brakes, stops working completely.
That is a brilliant way to explain it. The emotional desire for money completely turns off the critical thinking skills.
Yes. You want the money so badly that you stop asking, is this true? You stop looking for those hidden currents we talked about.
You just look at the calm surface.
Exactly. And once the scammers have your attention, they invite you into secret, illegal chat groups. Then, they use more emotional tricks to steal your real money.
That is scary.
It is. Yuanta warned everyone to be very careful and only trust official news sources.
It is so dangerous because anyone can build a website that looks perfectly professional on the surface.
Yeah.
We have to learn to step on the brakes and check the facts.
We really do. We have spent a lot of time today talking about hidden currents that pull us down, like dangerous underwater currents, chronic medical pain, and online scams.
Yeah, it's been a little heavy.
It has. But there is another kind of hidden current in life. It is the quiet, invisible hard work it takes to overcome a huge challenge.
Oh, I love this shift. And we have a truly inspiring story from the world of professional baseball that proves this point. It is about a pitcher named Huang En-sih.
Yes.
He plays for the CTBC brothers, a very famous baseball team in Taiwan's professional league.
And baseball fans are extremely excited right now. People are searching for his name everywhere because he just returned to pitch in a major game.
That's huge news for the fans.
It is, but it was not a normal return. He had to rest for a massive 383 days.
Wow. That is more than a full year away from professional sports. That is a very long time for an athlete. Why did he have to stop playing?
He suffered a severe, unexpected injury to his pitching arm. Specifically, he had terrible problems in his elbow. Our sources mention he suffered from bone spurs.
Bone spurs. What exactly are bone spurs?
Bone spurs are small, sharp pieces of extra bone that grow where they should not be.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It is. Imagine having sharp little rocks inside the joint of your elbow. Every time you bend your arm, those sharp rocks scrape against the inside of your joint.
Ouch.
Now imagine trying to throw a baseball as hard as you can with those sharp rocks in your arm.
That sounds incredibly painful. I can't even imagine throwing a ball once, let alone pitching a whole game.
It was agonizing for him. And he also had damage to his ligaments.
What are ligaments again?
Ligaments are the strong, tight bands that hold your bones together. When you throw a baseball too hard for too many years, those bands start to tear. It is like an old rope that is starting to fray and pull apart.
I see. If the rope breaks, the arm cannot function. So his body forced him to stop. He had to take a long break to have a complex surgery to remove the bone spurs and fix the ligaments.
Yes. But the surgery is only the first step. The longest part of the journey is the hidden current I mentioned earlier, the physical therapy.
Right. I was thinking about the mental strength required to survive that.
Right.
We only see the glorious return on television,
Yeah, the cheering crowds.
Exactly. We see him walking out to the field with thousands of people cheering. That is the surface. But the hidden reality is 383 days of pain and repetition.
Exactly. Imagine waking up every single day for a year. The stadium is empty. No one is cheering for you.
Must be so lonely.
It is. You have to stretch an arm that hurts. You have to do tiny, painful exercises with rubber bands just to build the muscle back.
And the mental doubt must be extremely heavy. Every time your arm hurts, you must wonder, will I ever be able to pitch again? Is my career over? You have to fight that fear every day in an empty gym.
But he did it. He put in the quiet, invisible hard work. He overcame that huge, unexpected health challenge.
And now he's back.
Yes, he is back on the mound, throwing the baseball incredibly fast-reaching speeds of 145 kilometers per hour. He is pitching well and helping his team win important games again.
It is a wonderful, positive example. When life throws a major surprise at us, or when an unpredictable injury happens, we might have to stop and rest. But with patience and hard work, we can overcome the hidden challenges and come back stronger.
It really connects all of our stories today. Life is full of unpredictable surprises.
It really is.
We cannot control the weather, we cannot control accidents, and we cannot control the fake news other people create. The best we can do is stay safe, stay kind to people who might be fighting a hidden battle, and always take a moment to look beneath the surface.
That's a great summary. But before we go, I want you to consider a thought about the future.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Well, today we talked about how easy it is to fall for a simple text post on social media, about a stock split.
Yep.
But as artificial intelligence gets better and better, it can generate fake news, fake audio voices, and completely realistic deepfake videos.
That is true. It's getting very advanced.
The surface of the internet is going to look even calmer and more convincing than it does today. If we are already being tricked by text rumors now, how will we navigate the dangerous digital currents of tomorrow?
Oh, that is a very important question to think about. We really need to build the habit of checking our facts now before the internet gets even more confusing.
Exactly. And that brings us perfectly to our question for you, our listeners.
Yes. Here is your comment challenge for today. Have you ever heard a fake rumor on the internet like the one about the 005Z stock? How do you check if the news is true or false? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
We cannot wait to read how you protect yourself online. Thanks for joining our deep dive today.
See you next time.